Last year, we saw several demonstrations and marches around Portland after George Floyd was killed by former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. Now, a year later, Rose City Justice, a local group that led several of those marches last summer, is hoping to keep up the momentum for the Black Lives Matter movement by bringing these marches back. Fox 12's Drew Marine tells us why they say marching is still important a year later in a story that's all new at 10.
It's been a year since major marches hit the streets of Portland. And those marches for social justice, specifically those led by Rose City Justice we saw last summer, are making a comeback.
We're aiming for around once a month. It's a lot of effort to pull together like the route and the safety, but we do think it's important, and like maybe that transitions to more like sit-ins or like cookouts or just like community building spaces with a theme of social justice.
Rose City Justice organizer Chrissy Wood says being visible like this is just one way to keep attention on the Black Lives Matter movement.
We do also want to be inconvenient because closing down bridges and getting in people's way when they're in their offices and yelling outside, when you are inconvenient, people pay attention, and the people that need to pay attention are the ones with power and ability to make change.
But Wood says taking action outside of marching is important too. She says they're hoping to unify and educate the community about policies that help with social justice and police reform. Some policies they support are the BREATHE Act and ending qualified immunity, and they want more funding for local programs like Portland Street Response.
I think a lot of people don't know about policies. Like I didn't. I had no idea what qualified immunity was until last year. I want people to educate themselves on the issues that govern their lives and on the histories of the countries and states that they live in, and then vote accordingly. Like people need to vote. Like voting is such a crucial part of how we allow ourselves to be governed.
Drew Marine, Fox 12 Oregon.